Hello, good morning. It is Friday and it is the kickoff of 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Marathon Weekend. And I am going to try to vlog throughout the whole weekend to show you my progress along the way. I have been asked to do this several times over the past year or so, and I kept enthusiastically agreeing that it's a great idea and I have it in the plans. But every time one of these weekends comes around, it's halfway through the weekend when I'm like, oh, I was supposed to vlog this. So here we are at the beginning. I finally remembered because I've planned a little bit for this. If you don't know, 24 Hours of Cross Stitch is something that Jen Lee started. She's on YouTube and on Instagram. And she and her mom just started it because they wanted to spend time together and have it scheduled and to be able to cross stitch and use that as an excuse to blow off some life responsibility that you don't get to ordinarily blow off. So, and not saying that that's what everybody should do, but it's the way I like to do it. Like, you know what? I can't. I have to stitch. That being said, I do have one scheduling conflict that just popped up spontaneously. So today I'll be able to hopefully get as many hours in as possible, but tomorrow we have a family lunch date that just popped up, and that's going to take a few hours out of the afternoon. So hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of stitching in the morning and in the evening. And then Sunday we've got church, so that basically, and anything before noon would be a miracle. I'd have to probably get up pretty early if I wanted to get some stitching in before church. And then just give you a little bit of my plan on how I'm going to do this. I have a new start planned, which I think might kick off the start. It might be hour 1. Then I have my tiger, my mini blue-eyed tiger. I have daily stitches that I try to get in him, and that takes more than an hour. So I'll probably throw that in there. And after that, I'm going to spin a wheel for my next whip. Now, I'm not sure if that means I'm going to do it for the 1 hour and then keep spinning, or if I just go until I don't feel like working on that whip and then spin again. We'll see. But the unfortunate thing is I use my phone to record, and so I also use my phone for my wheel app, so I don't think I'll be able to do both for you guys live with me, but I might be able to edit like a screen recording of these wheel spins, but we'll see. We'll all learn through this together. So I think that's about everything that I have to say. I'm very excited. I'm just very excited. I wanted to do this for so long, and now that I am, it might just have to become a thing. So I've got my coffee. I hope you join me, and if you participated in this weekend, leave a comment below and let me know if you did and how well you did and if you enjoyed it. And I think that's it. So let's go. Let's start. It is, I should tell you, it's 9:30 a.m. right now. I'm getting a little bit of a later start. I didn't sleep too good last night, but whatever. So I'm gonna finish my coffee, set everything up. I think I want to aim for a 10 a.m. start. Again, you know, you just have fun with it. So, all right, I'm gonna go. Okay, I am ready to start. It is, I think, 10 a.m. I just prepped my fabric. This is vintage white smoky something. It's 25 count Lugana from 123 Stitch. It's an 1/8 yard. And I am starting Mini Sunset in Venice by Dominic Davison. Get that up a little bigger. And I will be starting in this corner. So not super exciting, but I am excited because Venice is one of my favorite places ever. So I think Angie is also starting a Venice piece because this is a friendiversary for us. So I am going to start. I think my first color is 917. Let me check that. Nope, 919, so it's like a rust. And we will see where I get to after an hour. This is hour 1 and 2, and then I broke for lunch too, and we had to run into town to get something. It is almost 2 o'clock. I did 243 stitches. These are half stitches. I am at 0.32% complete. So there's that. I have these colors misplaced. They're somewhere else. So I have to find those before I can finish that diagonal off. But I'm trying to do this by diagonal, and I think I might even try to do it by piece, like not by page. Okay, this is my progress for hours 3 and 4. It is 4 p.m. exactly. I got 327 stitches done. I finished this column, and then this is all just one color, 823 I believe. So I just did some block fill in there because this was like a lot of confetti and I was having enough of that. So that is the update for now. I think I might be tossing the wheel idea. I'm just not really feeling it. So I think the next project I'm pulling out is going to be Northern Night, my Dimensions kit that's new. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that yet. I can't remember if I started that in March. Oh well, you'll see it now. Or soon. So yeah, this is Tiger. This is all I have left of him. He is almost 92% complete, so I am excited about that. This is Northern Night by Dimensions Gold, and this was for hour 5. I think it's 5:30 p.m. right now, and I worked on a couple rows of this gray, this lighter pink, and this medium pink. This is three strands of tent stitch, and so it goes pretty quick, but it's kind of hard to pull through the fabric. This is a 16 count Aida, I think, that came with the kit. So yep, I think that's 159 stitches that I put in, and I am ready to move on. I'm needing a non-paper pattern next, so we'll see what comes up next. This is for hour 6. This is Simple Pleasures by Chris Dunn from Pain Free Crafts. I am working on this page here. You can tell I've filled it in since I'm hopefully sharing pictures. And I did 327 stitches. And this and just these few stitches here, and then it'll be a page completion. But I'm going to put this away and work on something else next, because I think I mentioned in my last video that brown is not my favorite color, and this whole piece is brown. So anyways, it is fun, and I love the way it blends and the colors and everything. I think this is a ball of yarn and this is a basket. So that's really fun. I'm gonna get up to the mice and the sofa in here, I think this is their coffee table. So I'm excited to see more of this come to fruition. This is Wonder Woman. I think this was hour 7. I'm starting to get kind of tired. It's 9 o'clock. But I got 387 stitches done in this hour. I filled in all of this right here. I'm doing 310. At the moment, I'm still going with Extreme Cross Country, and I'm going to do all the 310 stitches. I have about 12,000 of them left. We'll see how long I last with that. Right now, I'm good with it. It's a nice, simple project to work on whenever I'm like tired of
changing colors and, you know, really worrying about every little stitch. So it's fun for that, but it is a little bit dull at the same time. So we'll see what the future holds, but I'm not sure what will be next. I do know I want to get at least one more hour in before I call it a night for day 1, but we'll see, because I am getting a little bit tired, but I'll take a little break. One of the things I've been doing, I've been wanting to do this the last few times, but this time, for some reason, it's working out really well. I am getting up and walking for 5 minutes every hour, just to make sure I get my movement in and steps and everything. So that's been working out nicely, so it kind of refreshes me, and I get to move some of the stiff muscles that happen when you try to stitch this much. So I'm sure you're tired of staring at this blob of black hair. This is Wonder Woman's head, so of course I think I'm getting into I think her eyes are right here, so it'll start looking like something soon. But yep, on to the next one.
Tomorrow.
All right, it's been a while since my last clip. I did not actually finish doing that other hour I was thinking of doing last night. I just went to bed. And then this morning I had to get ready. We were going to meet family for lunch at a place that's like an hour and a half away. And that all took longer than I thought, so I wasn't able to stitch. But I'm back now. It's about 5 p.m. and I got 2 hours in on this 327 stitches, I believe. I think it's funny that that's the same that I got yesterday. But yep, got my daily and I'm ready to move on. This is going to be a bit of a disappointing amount of hours for this weekend, but hopefully you guys will get enjoyment from a floss tube anyways. But yeah, it's not looking good since it seems like Saturday's almost over and I'm at hour 9. But anyways, on to the next one. I believe I'm gonna get to Panda next. Get an hour in on that one and I'll be right back. This is mini Red Panda and hour 10 is done and I got 182 stitches done. I worked in her whiskers here around her nose a little bit in that gray, and then I filled in some of this and then just started doing some of this purple. But it's dinner time now and I probably won't be able to be back at it for another hour, but there she is, just over 7.5%, I believe. So yeah. This is hours 11 and 12. It's 10 p.m. I feel some energy, so again, I might do another project, but this one for some reason really hit me. It does every time I bring it out, but I'm like, wow, this one's fun. Even these light colors, which is what I did tonight. I did 216 stitches, but actually I did more than that because I had to frog in here. I think it's about 50 stitches. I put in color 646 and I was like, that's not looking right. And it was supposed to be 648, which is much better tone. So I had to unpick this and then it got in trouble, so I'm not putting this back in. I'm just calling it a night on this one. So that's the update there. I had tacos for dinner. They were delicious. And we'll see if I can get one more hour in. I have no idea what I want to work on though, so that could end up stumping me, but I guess we'll both find out soon.
This is hour 13 and I just did 318 stitches on Cozy Winter Evening. This is a mini version and I worked in here. I'm working extreme cross country on this, so this is 814 I believe. It's like a maroon. So this one was fun. I might bring it out tomorrow too because I'm just having a blast. I just hit 18% on it too, so yay! I wish you all good night, even though it's only going to be a minute or two for you. But for me, I'm going to bed. It is midnight, which is very late. Tomorrow's church, and we're just gonna wrap up the last bit that I can get in. So I will see you in the morning.
Tomorrow.
Hello. It is Sunday afternoon. It's actually almost Sunday evening. I believe it is about 4 o'clock. I think I just finished our 15. This one took longer today. I think yesterday and the day before I was able to do a lot more block stitching in this column, but now that I'm working in here, that's a lot of confetti, and also some of my parked threads weren't long enough, so I had to go in and get more, so that slowed me down a lot. But I'm at 306 stitches. This is the last time we're going to see this one this weekend. I'm at almost 94%, so we are getting there. This coming week, this should be a finish. It has been a long time since I checked in. It was last night. We did church, and then we went out with a friend after church, and had to run to the store for a couple things, and then came home, and I got settled into this right away, and I've been at it for about 3 hours. So like I said, it took a little longer than I'm used to, but that's okay. The next project I'm going to pull out, I think, is going to be a Church for All Seasons. I'm kind of feeling that one right now, and it'll be nice. It's a little bit more block stitching since I'm in the sky. So that's what I'm going to grab next. I think I'm going to get up and stretch and walk around for a few minutes, though. I feel kind of stiff. I guess church and lunch was a lot of sitting too, so I am starting to feel it, guys. I'm starting to feel a little bit burnt out. There's a point in these weekends where you're like, I know I love stitching. I know I'm addicted, but this is a bit much. But it's still very fun to see how much we can get. And I'm honestly surprised I'm getting more hours in than I thought I would, the way the weekend was shaping up. So anyways, I will stop chatting and go grab my next project, and I will talk to you in a few.
This is hour 17. I pulled out Church for All Seasons, like I said I would, and I got 242 stitches. I am working in here. I kind of filled in some of the colors that you cannot see, and then this peachy color that you can see. I think that's 951. And I basically was just filling in here because the way I'm doing this one, I don't know, yeah, you can't see the bottom, that's still down there, but I'm kind of outlining the whole piece because I'm working on each season by the season I'm living in, so basically seasonally. So I am just trying to fill in this top block here. This is the end of spring, and so that way I'll know when summer happens, I can start down there. But I was trying to fill in the gaps here, make that look a little more substantial, because I think in the future, I'm giving you some plans too, I guess. I want to just kind of fill in either from this corner or from the bottom corner up on like each section. So that's the plan. I am feeling ready for dinner. What is it? It's 6 o'clock p.m. and I might do some dinner. I'm not feeling pressured to get 24 hours in, so I'm pretty relaxed. Hour 18 is coming up, And I'll be happy if I get 20, and I think I can do that. That's 3 hours, so that I should comfortably be able to do that. So this has turned out to be quite the weekend. I have been busy, but somehow I've been able to cram in all these hours. I obviously have been putting off chores. So the house is needing attention. So tomorrow, that's going to be a good cleaning day. I'm sure for a lot of you that's happening as well. If you're going to try to do this weekend, you've got to put off some of the mundane tasks in order to be able to do the fun things. So yeah, I guess I'm not really sure what I'm going to do next. I think I might just pull out my new start, that Venice one. It's either, I think it's sunset in Venice or evening in Venice. I haven't done it enough to know what it's actually called. But I'm going to work on that one again, get some progress in on it some more this weekend. So I think that's next. This is Sunset in Venice, the mini version. I've done 189 stitches. Oh yeah. This was hour 18. We're getting up there. I had a bit of an issue right here. I had a counting error that was very minor, but I thought it could have turned into a bigger problem until I got into it. I was a little scared. So half of that hour was spent fixing and rearranging stitches because my number one rule is to grid, and I did not do that. And look at that, very first diagonal at the end of it, I think what happened was I skipped 2 rows, so it was scrunched right here, and I had taken 2 rows out of that, and yeah, so that slowed me down a little bit. I'm thinking I might actually do another hour on this, but I wanted to give you the update because that kind of would explain the need for another hour, because I felt robbed when I was fixing all of this. I was like, of course, I have to use up some of this fun time. But so far, this has all been kind of nice. Like, this is just 2 colors. And so I think it's just looking appealing to me to just fill that in. I'm working on another diagonal line. This is an end of the line. I'm doing 20 stitches wide, so it's like 2 10 by 10 blocks at its widest, and I'm just kind of going through and working my way down. I'm not quite sure what my system is for this yet, since I'm kind of new to trying to do diagonals, and I'm keeping my parking to a minimum at the moment, but I'm really liking this, and I think what I'm doing is, as I go down, I park, and then when I start the next diagonal, I kind of work in those parked threads from that direction backwards, and then I go from the top again to fill it all in. I don't know if that makes sense, but this way all the parked threads kind of end up shifting like this as I go through each diagonal, and that seems to be working pretty well, but I don't know. I'm subject to changing my mind all the time, so we'll see what happens next. If I do not do this for another hour, I might go back to doing Cozy Winter Evening, because that was really fun last night. I'm wondering if there's a whip that I'm neglecting. I know I wanted to get to Library, but that one takes a lot more concentration, because that's my supersize max color, so that takes that takes a lot more effort. I don't think I have it in me, so okay, I'm not doing that one. That was sort of a kind of something I really wanted to fit in this weekend, but it's not working out. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do another hour on this, and then I will update you after that. So this will be hour 18. My next clip will be 19. The goal is 20 before bed. And then after that, it's bonus time. It's 8 p.m. exactly right now, so this is perfect. I'm gonna let you go, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, that was after my hour for 2 hours on Sunset in Venice. I have done 465 stitches, and it's kind of nice. I really only had like 2 or 3 colors I was working with while I was filling in this diagonal, and I really like this start. I feel like it's definitely starting to look like something, so I'm happy with that. I think I've got 1 more hour in me, and I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do, so I guess we'll both be surprised. So, on to hour 20. Hey guys, I pulled out my Hummingbird. I think he's just called Hummingbird. Hummingbird 15 from Light Unicorn Designs. I haven't done anything on him in a long time, but I did 273 stitches, and I did a bunch of this. This looks white, but it is 762, so it's like a really pale light grayish blue, but it looks white. And then this was all here, but I did a lot of this purple and this other purple in here. So it's just a big blob, but this is like the chest, and his head will be like here with his beak, and then his wings, and then the watercolor. So which I didn't need to explain that all to you. I'm gonna put pictures in. So it is 10:30 at night. I'm going to call it a day. We just had a crazy thunderstorm come in and knock out our power for about 10 seconds, so I was minorly freaking out. But it came back on, so thankfully I was able to finish this. And yeah, I did 20 hours. That's pretty good. Way better than I thought it would be. I will do an ending outro clip to summarize everything tomorrow, and hopefully get this up for you as soon as I can. Thank you for coming along for the ride. I hope you all joined me this weekend, and now you're getting just the behind the scenes updates. So I'm gonna put this away and head to bed. Bye.
And that's a wrap for 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun. I had fun making it, so I hope that it was enjoyable for you guys. Maybe it'll be a thing in the future. I just want to say, look out for my next actual floss tube. It's going to be the end of the month, or yeah, it's going to be the end of the month, because the beginning of the month I'm not going to have time. So again, thank you so much for watching, and stitch like the wind.